is going on, gentlemen? Welcome back to another video, and today we will be discussing the 4B movement on TikTok. Now, if you haven't read about the 4B movement, I'm going to save you a lot of time. It's basically women not dating. That's basically all it is, which is what a lot of men have been doing for a very long time. But we do have some clips going over this. We have some comments we're going to go through, and we're going to really dig deep on this one and figure out what's going on. So sit back, relax, grab you a snack, get you a beverage, and hey, my name is Ratboy.
Pick up her slogan banner from the printers.
Oh, it's here.
Hot off the press.
You have to be high, do drugs.
They printed 212 too small.
You call that a slogan, you slut.
But the women of South Korea have gotten so fed up with the misogyny.
Oh girl, wait, hold on. It's so much worse than that. It's so much worse. And I mean worse in a really good way. Like, like, yay team. The situation has gotten so bad. They don't have any kids. They don't have any first graders enrolled in over 150 schools. And the gag is they've only been doing this since 2019. So in 5 years' time, they have managed to erase an entire class of youth. It didn't even take them that long. It's only been 5 years. This is really bad. Now, I took statistics in high school, and I don't remember much, but I do recollect what my teacher said when numbers drastically change consistently over a certain amount of time, whether it goes up or down, whether it is good or bad, 1 point of no return, that shit's like a domino effect. It's only either gonna get better or worse. And if these women in Korea continue this for another 5 to 10 years, oh boy. Like, think about it. In 10 years, stacked on top of the 5 they already got underneath their belt, 15 years go by, there will not be a graduating class of 2039. We could very well see an entire generation completely wiped within our generation. And Korea it ain't little. It's so fascinating that they've managed to do this in such a short amount of time, like 5 years. No first graders? Just imagine what that looks like in like 4 years. There won't be whole ass elementary schools, period. And they're trying to pay these women. They're so desperate. They're like, all right, listen, hold on. We'll cut you a check. For every kid that you have, we'll give you like 75 grand. And them ladies was like, fuck out of here. No, that's quite all right. This is delicious. I truly hope that, you know, women here in the States can get it together long enough to make this happen here. If around and find out was the ultimate stage, it would be right here.
Women.
So I did some research on this, and all I can say is source, trust me, bro. Because I tried to look for those stats. I couldn't find anything about what she was saying. I did find I did see this. I did see the school children thing, but I didn't see where they were trying to pay the women to have kids. I didn't see that part. So, you know, maybe it's out there somewhere, but from what I was searching, I did not see that. It's out there somewhere, but when I was searching, I did not see that. I actually had a hard time finding anything about 4B in South Korea, so I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Maybe there is information out there, but I'm not really seeing it from where I'm at. And I've even tried different locations on VPNs. Maybe I just wasn't getting the right news sources or something, but I only got information off of TikTok mostly, and it was mostly from, you know, states, women that like this. and there's kind of same thing. So I think it's just the echo chamber effect where all these same types of women, they will say this stuff. You know, this woman right here who has a geez, I'm not gonna say what I was, but look, I mean, you're gonna be in a relationship, you're not gonna give men any sort of bedroom fun or any, I mean, who weren't anyways? They weren't interested in you anyways. This is what I'm talking. They weren't interested, you know. A vegetarian saying, well, I'm never eating meat again. It's like, you weren't eating meat to begin with. Nobody was giving you any meat. Okay, these guys already decided you weren't worthy of meat a long time ago. That's why you're making videos in a, what is that, bath, what are they called, hairnet. A hairnet. Oh man, let's dig a little bit deeper. Let's watch this next one.
Korean women have no idea what the 4B movement is, and we need to stop this misinformation online. By now, you've probably heard that Korea has one of the lowest birth rates in the world. And a lot of people on TikTok specifically are attributing this to the 4B movement, which, if you don't know, it's a radical feminist movement that basically tells women to completely eliminate men in their lives, which includes not dating them, not marrying them, not sleeping with them, not having children with them. When you search up the term on TikTok, you will not see one single Korean person being like, yes, this is me right now, this is me, I'm 4B. As someone who has lived in Korea for 4 years, the first and only time I've ever heard about this movement is from TikTok, from Western creators. I asked my Korean friends, like, hey, what do you think about the 4B movement? They literally told me, I don't know what that is. Something to also note, in Korea, being a feminist or referring to yourself as a feminist is still kind of like taboo. Tell any Korean man that you're a feminist, he'll look at you crazy. So no, the birth rate in Korea is not low because of the 4B movement, a movement which started around 2016/2019. It's because it's just too expensive. People are still dating, people are still getting married at a lower rate, but again, it's because it's too expensive. Speak to any Korean person and they will say, I want to get married. I maybe want to have kids if I can afford it. No normal everyday Korean person is telling you, yes, I'm practicing the 4B movement.
This is the research I found as well, and I searched for a good half hour, you know, only found certain types of women talking about this. I was reading, you know, the men are very conservative, so obviously they're gonna have an issue with the femaleiisms, you know what I mean? Surprise. But yeah, everything I'm on TikTok is all from women that look a certain way. Let's go ahead and let's drive this point home, and then we're gonna go over some comments.
But my love, mi amor, the 4B movement is in full effect. I don't even know why you're worried about it. We all in this, okay? If you are on a dating app right now, which you should delete, but if you're on a dating app right now, you have a date next week or tomorrow, go ahead and try to enjoy that. But if you see that it's not going nowhere, just delete the dating app. Let these dudes stand on business. Let these men romantically socialize themselves again, because we're not doing it. We're not. That man who was like, oh, y'all gonna have to settle. No, we're just not gonna date. We're just not gonna date. We're just not gonna date. We're just not gonna date.
She's a very pleasant individual, right? So what's funny about this is that I actually completely agree with everything she's saying. Get off the dating apps, uninstall them, just never look at them again. Okay, it's a mistake. It's 100% a mistake, you know. And I will keep saying, I'll say it in every video I make if I have to. Like, get off the dating app. It doesn't make any sense. Go to the park and meet someone. Let's go get a hobby and then meet someone there. Meet someone and go find a hobby and meet someone, and then everything will be fine. Everything will be good. Go to the gym. Meet someone at the gym. There's plenty of people at the gym. Okay. Just offer women to for you to spot them at the gym. Just keep doing that every single day. Every woman you run into, just ask if you can spot them. It'll work. It has to work. 100% work. It always worked. But this is not a very pleasant woman, in my opinion. So I'm glad she is removing herself from dating. That is very, I feel relief with that, 100%. But let's look at some of these comments now. Is because from all the research I've done, the searching I've done, which, you know, I half an hour, so don't, you know, this thing, but I did a few searches and I came up with very little. Let's read through the comments. Matlock says the 4B movement isn't very popular in South Korea, according to South Korean women. About 60% of women surveyed that they said their main concern for not wanting to have kids is the cost of living there, which is what that previous woman said. I'm Korean and haven't heard of the 4B movement. I'm Korean. The 4B movement almost doesn't exist. This is just white women being... Okay. Yeah, I'm not. You say so. Love hearing this. Really shows it's just American women always looking for something to relate to that involves a bad idea. I don't think it has anything to do with race. This is just a type of woman that does this, you know, and I'm not gonna all women are the same, because obviously not, but there are women that are doing this, and it is just kind of crazy. Which absolutely, you know, yes, because a man, the gender they are trying to get away from you, is totally going to know the accurate facts. A lot of these men, from the research I am looking through, are conservative, and they don't really date anyways. It's kind of a to the US, similar to there's just a lot of men that just aren't dating, and the men that are on like the dating apps, they're you just to like hook up. So that's just how it is. Now again, like I said, I did do a little bit of searching to find some info on this. Very interesting to me, and it's also very funny. I love watching these types of videos. This type of stuff is very good for me. This type of very funny to me. Watching these types of videos, I do come across a lot of them that I continuously just laugh at, you know, to constantly, you know, I could constantly make videos over and over again, but you get burnt out. You definitely get burnt out. But have you ever noticed that it's always like these ones and twos that are yelling at the camera? You know, they're looking at the camera, they have their demands. Now they're almost like hostage negotiations, you know, like hostage, they're let off, which, you know, a lot of these women get on TikTok and they laugh like this in these videos. Funny about the funny. It's not funny in the way they think it's funny. You know, these women weren't getting away, so they're just hopping on the bandwagon, which, hey, you know, you're falling into the grift. Congratulations. You know, you're getting views now. This chick right here got so many views from these videos. She's popping off. Always funny to me, the ones and the twos always have the videos like this. You know, the videos like this. She's not a 2, she's a 3, but her attitude makes her a 1. She's 1 territory with attitude. Yeah, you can tell she's upset. Look at her. You know what? I have 4 Bs too. Men, these are my 4 Bs. Stay away from women that are b****s. Stay away from women that don't make bank. Stay away from women that don't drive a Bugatti. And stay away from women that don't empty your balls. Anyway, that's going to be it for today's video. Like, subscribe, comment, boy out.